I just unloaded everything that I got from Walmart delivery, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got. No particular order. We got some tub butter. I got 20 tortillas. We use these for lunches, and then we also use these for tacos. My children like to eat wraps for lunch, and my husband likes to take them for lunch as well, so I got plenty for both. So these will count for a dinner and lunches. Got some sour cream. Got 2 things of garlic and herb pasta sauce to have in my pantry. I got some cocoa wheats. I got a thing of fresh spinach. 2 things of spaghetti for my pantry. I got some turkey breast for lunches. I got a green bell pepper. I got a 5-pound bag of yellow potatoes. 2 things of hot ground Italian sausage for a recipe. I got a thing of hazelnut creamer, 18 eggs. We got a thing of white bread. I usually home make bread now, but I didn't have another loaf pan, which I got. I'll be getting to that in a minute. So we needed some bread on hand, so I went ahead and got the white bread. I got a head of lettuce and a thing of cabbage. I got some shredded Parmesan. I got some Dave's plain bagels. I also home make bagels as well. I got another loaf pan. I have one of them. And whenever I went to go ahead and make bread last time, the first loaf turned out great because it was in the pan rising, and the second loaf turned out shaped a little funky because I had it rising in a Tupperware and then I put it in the loaf pan. So it'll turn out way better now that I have 2 loaf pans. So then I got a bag of, what are these? I got a bag of onions. I only needed 3 onions, but for the price of 3 onions, it was only 50 cents more to get 3 more, so I just got the whole bag of onions because they last, and I'll be using them up in recipes and things like that. I got 100 quart freezer bags. I meant to get gallon freezer bags, but these will work just fine until I can get some gallon ones. And then I also got some Activia yogurt. And then over here, we just got a case of water. For groceries this week, I only had roughly $100 to spend on dinner things, lunch things. We were pretty good on breakfast stuff, and we didn't really need any produce, so that helped out, but $100 does not go very far anymore getting groceries. So the things that I made for dinner this week, I already had most of the meats on hand. I do need to restock my freezer because I like to keep like ground beef and things like that on hand. So I need to do like a big restock of my freezer when the time comes, you know, just the budget's a little bit tight right now. So with that being said, the meals that I chose to make this week, I had some of the stuff on hand so that way I could stretch the budget a little bit more because we did need some other things. So I'm going to be making cabbage and noodles. I already have the kibasi and the egg noodles on hand. All I needed was the butter, the cabbage, and the onion. So I had pretty much everything for that. I'm going to be making campfire stew. And that's relatively cheap to make. And then I'm also making bean soup and cornbread, which I forgot the Great Northern beans. But I'll grab that. Those aren't that expensive, and I might have some on hand now that I think about it. But I have a ham bone that I made a couple weeks ago. It's frozen, so I'm gonna be making bean soup with that. And that's cheap to make as well because I already have the meat on hand. I'm also gonna be making steak, corn, and mashed potatoes. We have all of that here. And then I'm gonna be making tacos and Mexican rice. I have all the ingredients for the Mexican rice, and then I also just needed ground beef, but I'm going to be getting that as well. So I didn't get the ground beef because I'm going to be going to a local meat market. So that is what I'm going to be making for the week. It really helps out that I have most of the ingredients on hand. So now that all of the groceries are put away, I'm going to get to work on cleaning up my home. This was the next day. I didn't really have a whole lot of time the day prior to this whenever I filmed the grocery haul to clean, so I figured I would just pick up right where I left off. So I need to pick up my living room. Yes, that is an outdoor slide. In my living room, we're doing what we can right now because it is the middle of winter and my kids are cooped up and they need to burn off some energy, so that's just gonna be there. It is what it is. Kids will be kids. But I need to straighten up my living room, my kitchen. I have to put some dishes away, and then I also have a basket of laundry to fold. Now we're going to get to work on my kitchen. The power actually went out for a couple hours the night prior to this. We had a pretty significant windstorm and knocked the power out. We do have a generator, but the power wasn't out long enough for us to feel the need to kick it on. So we just got out some flashlights and LED lanterns. So I'm just going to put those away really quickly. I like to store them where I can get to them. That way, if the power goes out, I know exactly where they're at.
We're so dysfunctional, but still inseparable. Yeah, we just never get it right. You're playing games with me and my sympathy.
last chore that I had to do this day was to fold this basket of laundry. I had my kids' clothes and my husband's clothes in this big basket. So what I did was I washed my husband's clothes and then I washed my kids' clothes. I didn't have a basket for my kids' clothes, so I just dumped them on top of his clothes and brought them upstairs to fold. So what I do whenever I organize my kids' clothes is I organize them by child. So that's why I'm putting them in 2 separate piles. And then from there I organize them into shirts, pants, and things like that.
Falling to pieces. We're falling to pieces, falling to pieces. I've never been so loud before. Just trying to make you understand my eyes and hands, but you don't even hear my call. And you make me wonder who I am. Do you know what I see? I see myself cry and say you won't be mad. Do you know what I feel? I'm sick of all your lies. Just say you want me. Say you want me. Say you want me bad. Say you want me mad.
From here, I'm just going to organize my kids' clothes and then put them away in their rooms. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I cleaned my home and I shared a grocery haul. If you are new here, I'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. I post new content Monday through Friday. And if you're coming back, if you're a regular watcher and you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here. Either way, your support truly means so much to me as a content creator. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
Slowly